The Chrisley Knows Best family is back together again. Todd and Julie Chrisley were given a complete and unconditional pardon by President Trump. After being released from prison, the couple has been settling back into normal life. Now that it has been a week since their release, they are beginning to look toward the future. In fact, rumors are flying that they are looking to nab a massive paycheck for a television deal. What do they want? Keep reading to get the scoop. Todd and Julie Chrisley want huge amount of money for reality TV. Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie Chrisley are getting back to real life after their time in prison. Now that they have had time to reconnect and spend time together, they are looking toward the future. The future they want includes landing another reality television show deal. Radar Online shared details about what Todd and Julie want before agreeing to put their lives back on television. It's being shared that Todd and Julie are allegedly demanding a large sum of money to head back to reality television. TV executives reportedly said that they are hoping to start a bidding war between various networks, hoping to land their new show. They want to start the bidding at $5 million and are hoping it goes substantially higher than that. One executive said, "We would love to work with them, but their price tag is way too high, and it's not entirely clear if they'll be worth the money. Will people want to watch them?" Another producer weighed in as well, saying, "What everyone has to decide is what a Chrisley show will look like. What will the angle be? That's important in deciding what the cost should be." They continue to maintain their innocence. Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted in 2022 and began their prison terms in early 2023. Through it all, they have maintained they are not guilty of tax evasion and bank fraud. In fact, Todd has said after being released that he has no remorse because he did not do the things they said he did. He said, "I would have remorse if it was something that I did. The corruption that went on in our case is going to continue to unfold." Todd maintains that the prosecutors were all corrupt. Todd and his family have said they plan to tackle prison reform. Chrisley previously said that he was treated differently from other inmates. He insinuated this is because he is white. However, it's also possible the guards treated him differently because he is a reality television star. Todd has vowed not to forget about those he met while serving time. He noted they screamed out to him as he was leaving to not forget them. According to their son Chase Chrisley, Todd and Julie have changed as far as their appearances. Todd seems to be more inclined to wear comfy clothing versus suits he once did. Julie said she's not going back to platinum blonde hair color either. She originally stunned the public with her dark hair mixed with gray following her prison release. Do you think Todd and Julie are wrong for wanting a massive paycheck for sharing their story on a new reality television series? After spending more than a year behind bars, Todd and Julie Chrisley are no longer playing it small. The former reality TV power couple, once best known for their extravagant lifestyle on Chrisley Knows Best, are now demanding a massive paycheck for a potential return to television. And if you ask them, it's not about the money. It's about respect. "We're not coming back cheap." Sources close to the Chrisleys say the couple is in serious talks with multiple streaming platforms and networks about a comeback series. But Todd and Julie are making one thing crystal clear. They won't even consider returning without a major payday. They're not going to be exploited anymore, a family insider said. They gave networks their lives for a decade. Then they were left in the dust when things got tough. Now they're out to reclaim their narrative, on their terms, and with the kind of check that matches their worth. Reportedly, the Chrisleys are asking for $2 million each per season. That's right. $4 million minimum to return to television. And that doesn't even include back-end deals, rights to footage, or control over the final edit. For Todd, who has always presented himself as a master negotiator and businessman, it's about more than just a number. "If you think we're going to show up and open up our lives again for pennies, you haven't been paying attention," he allegedly told one producer during early discussions. The prison chapters. From shame to strategy. Incarcerated in early 2023 on charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, Todd and Julie served time separately in federal prisons. Todd in Florida, Julie in Kentucky. Their sentences, originally 12 and 7 years respectively, have since been reduced, and both are expected to be released fully by 2026. However, they're already making big media moves from behind the scenes. With a podcast relaunch, a planned memoir titled Behind Bars, The Real Chrisley Confessionals, and a growing online campaign aimed at exposing injustice in the federal system, the couple has clearly pivoted their image from glamorous socialites to wronged survivors of a broken system. Prison changed them, but it also gave them a new angle. A media strategist said, "This isn't the same Todd and Julie we saw arguing over closet space. This version wants justice, and they know people are curious." That curiosity is fueling the renewed interest from streaming platforms. One producer described the pitch as Shawshank Redemption meets Real Housewives, and noted the public's increasing fascination with celebrity redemption arcs. What would the new show look like? The couple's proposed new series, tentatively titled Chrisley Unfiltered, would center around their post-prison life, focusing on family reunions, legal appeals, and their efforts to rebuild trust with fans. Cameras would follow Todd and Julie as they reintegrate into society, reconnect with their kids, and launch new business ventures. Savannah, Chase, and even estranged son Kyle are all expected to appear, along with Nanny Faye, who has remained a fan favorite. But the twist? A large portion of the show would feature behind-the-scenes footage from their legal team, as well as exclusive prison letters, visitor logs, and what one executive called raw confessions from both spouses. They want the truth out there, a production source said. They believe they were made examples of, and now they want to show what really happened. But they're not doing it without complete editorial control. And that's where the negotiations get tricky. The networks are interested, but cautious. While interest is growing, not every network is jumping at the opportunity. A former USA Network executive, who worked closely with the Chrisleys during their heyday, said there's concern about public blowback. There's still controversy surrounding their conviction, and while some people are sympathetic, others see this as two criminals trying to cash in, the executive said. The question is, will audiences embrace a redemption story or reject it as opportunism? But platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and even Tubi are reportedly exploring ways to strike deals that offer limited episode runs, docuseries structures, or even a dramatized version of the Chrisleys' downfall and rise. Insiders say one network has already offered a $1 million flat fee per spouse, plus back-end percentages, which was laughed off by Todd. "We paid the price, now pay us." Julie, who was initially more hesitant about returning to the spotlight, is said to be fully on board now, especially since she's focused on advocacy for women in prison. She wants to show how broken the system is, the insider revealed. Julie has written dozens of letters, kept detailed journals, and now wants to use her platform for something bigger. But again, she wants to be compensated for the pain and sacrifice. Todd, never shy about the power of branding, has a different take. "This is about respect," he reportedly told friends. "We paid the price. We went through hell. Now if you want the story, you're going to pay for it. Will America watch?" Public opinion remains split. Some fans are eager to see the family back on screens, praising their resilience and openly supporting their claims of being railroaded by the legal system. Others say it's too soon or too much. One viewer commented on a fan forum, "I loved Chrisley Knows best, but this new angle feels like they're trying to sell their trauma. I don't know if I can watch them act like martyrs." Still, media analysts say the Chrisleys' return, if executed correctly, could redefine their legacy. Think about it, one PR expert said. They were canceled, incarcerated, and shamed. But if they turn this into a story of survival, family, and justice, they might just pull off the biggest reality comeback in history. Final thoughts. Whether you view them as victims, villains, or just brilliant reality TV operators, one thing is clear: Todd and Julie Chrisley are not fading quietly into the background. They're orchestrating their next act, and this time, they want to be paid in full. America watched us rise and fall, Todd allegedly told his inner circle. Now it's time to watch us rise again. Just make sure the check clears.